Hi, Sarah here with a layout process video for you today. This one is for the Thompson's Crafts Supplies design team. I'm guest designing this month and I will leave a link below for the kit that I'm using today, as well as links to the Facebook and blog for Thompson's Crafts Supplies if you want to go and check them out. So to begin with, I have taken this pattern paper and I've just added a load of clear gesso over the top, so I've completely coated it now, and that is so that I can apply inks and paints later on. I don't have to worry about it warping too much or the paper pilling or anything like that. It'll be able to withstand whatever I add on top. Next up, I'm just cutting out some elements which I will fussy cut properly later, and I'm also trimming out a mat for my photo from the opposite side of the same paper with that nice aqua blue colour. Just going to stick down my photo onto that paper there, and also I want to add some texture, so I've taken some gauze and I'm trimming out that, adding some gel medium to the back so that it sticks nice and easily. Wet adhesive definitely works better with anything fabric to paper, and this stuff, I use it for everything, it's brilliant. So I'm adding that on, and then I'll also add a layer of foam to help my photo pop off the page. I'll leave that to dry way down there while I fussy cut out these elements. I don't make you watch me do all this because I took ages and I'm not very good at it anyway, so you won't learn any tips from me. So next up, I am just adding the stencil which came from a previous kit. I'm going to add some paper paste to this through the stencil and using a silicone brush. I use paper paste because it will absorb some of the ink and paint that I add on top, so it won't resist the colour which I wanted for this particular layout. If you wanted the colour to resist, then you'd be better off using, say, glue and embossing powder, maybe something like that. So I'm going to use some paints which also came in the kit. I've added a tiny bit of water and I'm just spreading this pink with a gold shimmer across the page. I'm making sure I do it in the same direction as the photo, so that it's the photo paper, so it's horizontal, the sort of blur off the paint, if that makes sense. And now I'm adding the spray which also came in the kit. I've given it a good shake first and I'm using a paintbrush to apply this for now. I'm also using some distress spray that I also got as an add-on, which is also available in the shop, and again using a little bit of water to spread that out, and then I allow this to dry. I'm using the straw from the kit. I wind it up and then tie it together and then trim bits out so that I get lots of sticky out bits of straw without it all just going everywhere, so it's sort of contained in a way. I do a few of them, I've just shown one of them there, and I add them in tucked in amongst flowers later on. I also wanted to add some more layers to around my photo. I felt like it was too stark, it needed more texture, so I've taken another one of the papers in the kit and just ripped it apart and used both A and B sides of the same paper. Obviously I'm not bothered about the pattern for this particular layout, I just wanted the colours because they go so well with the rest of the kit, so I just want those hints of colour and the nice distressed ripped edges that look nice underneath my photograph. So I'm adding those with layers of foam in between just to give it a bit of dimension, and now I'm going to be adding all the other elements in and around my photo. So I'm adding my cut parts. I added one with the foam just so that it was even with my photo, and the rest I'm just adding a dab of the gel again just to get them stuck down. Now I've taken the wooden elements from the kit and chosen a few of those. I'm adding more of that blue ink spray and I do 2 coats of that, and then I come in with the gold one and just add a little hint over each one for a bit of shimmer, and I do that through every one, including the sun and sea ones, which are my title, sort of. So I've added a wound up piece of that straw there and added a flower on top, and now I start to piece together all the elements. and I use the wooden pieces and make sure that I arrange them around the photos so that they're nicely spread out and evenly around the edge. And I also do the same with some aqua flowers, pink flowers and cream ones too, and I'm just adding them all just with a dab of the glue to hold them in place. I decided I needed some more of that straw, so I just took that in at the bottom there, and then I'll layer things up on top. And I also decided to use some rainbow resins. These things are so beautiful. I love adding these in as a little bit of sparkle here and there. I'll leave a link to the rainbow resin shop. I believe there are some also available from Thompson's Crafts if she's still got some left. I also used some of the gems that came in the kit, just these little sparkly gems here and there by Prima. And now I just need to add a mini cluster in the top corner just to balance out the bottom. So first off, I add the inks again. I do dab this off because I think it's too blue, so you'll see in a minute I'm adding water in here, letting that react to the paint and then dabbing that off. I also add some more of the pinky gold as well, again making sure that I'm painting it in the same direction as the horizon, and then more straw as my base, and then I add a few elements on top, making sure I'm including the same things that I've used below, so a cut apart, a wooden piece, a gem and some paper flowers, just so that it balances nicely with what I've done on the bottom bit. And now as a finishing touch, I'm just covering up my photo so I don't get any splashes on my little boy on the beach, and I'm just adding some splashes of Lindy Stamp Gang in Saltwater Taffy first of all. These are also available in the shop, and then secondly I'm adding some Distress in the Broken China, I think this one is, the same blue I've used throughout it, and that's me done. So thanks for joining me today. Do like and subscribe if you've only just found me and you do want to see more of my videos. I'd really appreciate it. And make sure you go and check out Thompson's Craft Supplies and the blog to see everyone else's projects for the month as well. So have a great day everyone. Bye.